This video will look at YouTube and how you create a YouTube account, get your own YouTube channel, and make the most of all of the information and resources that YouTube has to offer. YouTube can be accessed in any web browser on any desktop computer. There are also mobile apps for YouTube. On a computer, and I'm doing this video on a computer, and it largely doesn't matter whether it's Windows or Mac, it still operates the same way. So in your browser, you can go to youtube.com, and this is the YouTube site for the general public. So I haven't signed in to my YouTube account. This is what I would see if I just went to the YouTube site. So it has mostly popular videos and very hard to find things. But if you're wanting the trending videos, the stupid ones, the viral ones, you'll find them all here. What you want to do is perhaps be a little bit more discerning as to what you actually watch on YouTube, and it might be how to do something in an application or some instructions you want. YouTube will find it for you. To make it a better experience, you firstly need to have a Google account. So in your browser, again, going to accounts.google.com and signing up for a Google account. And once you've done that, it will give you access to all of these Google services. So you can get a Gmail address and use the Gmail. You can get to YouTube. You can sign in to Maps and create your own customized maps, etc. Google Calendar, and there's more here. So if you have a Google account, then you have access to these services, plus the ability to actually save what you find. So it's worth having just for that. So I have an account. I've already signed up for one. So once you have an account, you go back to YouTube and sign in. Once you've signed in, you get the opportunity to select different channels that YouTube thinks you might like, and you can just deselect everything there until you know what you're doing. And then it'll take you into your what to watch page. So what to watch, and what appears here is the feed, the video feed of all of the channels you've subscribed to, and we'll look at that later, how to actually find a channel that's worth looking at, how to subscribe to it, and what all that means. At the moment, let's just leave that and look for a video. So say you're wanting to find a video on how to use the app, how to use Goodreader on the iPad, because I've just got an iPad. I have that app on the iPad and I don't know how to use it. And it will give me all the possible results. There's 366 results for that search query. Now I'm looking for a particular one because there's one that I did myself for the iPad class. And I know I did it recently because you look at how long ago that these were uploaded. This one was 2 years ago. And they'll range. They're all 2 years ago, 11 months ago. So anything that in terms of technology that's 2 years is probably out of date by now. So you've got the choice of filters up here. So you can go in the filters and you can break down or those search results into a little bit more manageable. So I might just want a high definition video on the iPad, and that's still not quite giving me what I want. So I want anything that was done this month, because that's really recent. This is the one I want because that's the one that I did, just as a way of showing you. So in the filters, you can select multiple filters to pare down the actual results you get. So instead of 366 results now, I've only got 6. And 3 days ago, 1 week ago, and some of them aren't relevant, but this is the one I want. So say you found your video, that's the one I want, and it gives me a little bit of a summary. So it's high definition. It's 28 minutes 45 in length. It was done a week ago, and it'll give you a little bit of a summary of what the actual video does. So clicking on the link will take you to the actual video. Just turn that off for the sound. And then you're presented with the actual video, and it's all these little settings here that you probably need to know about. in order to make the most of that video. So just hitting the play, let's just turn the sound down before I do that. Hitting the play will play the video. Let's turn the sound completely off. So the video is playing, and I can watch it in that small viewer, or if I want to watch it full screen, I can click here and it will go to full screen. So I'm watching that video now in full screen in high definition. You can see at the bottom there the timer's moving, so it's working. Escape, hit escape will take you back. You've got choices of viewers here, so if I want that I can go into the small player, which is going to make that player a little bit smaller and increases the size over here of similar apps that might be useful to watch. I like the large player because it gives me more. I can watch it on the screen if I wanted to. You have, let's just stop it. You have some information down underneath the video. So you have, if it's got a show more, you can click that. It'll give you a summary of what that video is about, so you can see if it's focusing on what you are interested in. If you have signed in to your account, then you'll either have a faceless face like this one here, that one, or you might have your own picture, and you can subscribe to this person's channel. So if that video seemed to be really good and you wanted to look at more of what that person was producing, you could subscribe to that channel, which I will do because it's going to be helpful later. And then every time this person creates a new video, you will see that video in your What to Watch feed. Up on the left is, if you can't see it, if you click Guide, it will give you some information on your channel. So that's your account name, and then you can go quite quickly to videos that you've designated to watch later, or what have you watched before in your history. What to Watch is your feed. So whenever you log into YouTube, that's the page you're going to see. All of the channels that you've subscribed to, the videos will be there. You can add channels. Subscriptions will show up here. So we go back to look at this video one again. Let's turn off the sound. Other options you have here, you can select the quality of the video. So if it doesn't always come in at high definition, you can pick high definition, select it. If your connection's a bit slow, then you might want to go to auto, which will pick the best connection for your speed. If you want to watch it later, you haven't got time to watch it, then I can click that and it will come up in my watch later updated guide. So I don't want to watch it now, I haven't got time to watch it now. So that's got a tick there. So I've added to my watch later playlist. I can also like it. I might like this video so much that I want to let everybody else know, so I can like it. And as soon as I click like, then I have the opportunity to post to Facebook or Twitter, Google Plus, or some of the other social networking sites to share that knowledge with other people that this is a video that I've liked. Some of the other functions of YouTube is being able to save videos as favourites, make a comment on a video, favourable or not favourable, create playlists, and more sharing. And to do that, you actually have to create a YouTube channel. So that's what we'll do now. And to do that, you go up to your accounts, and up here is your YouTube account, and to my channel. And you're going to create a channel. And ready to continue. Very painless that was. So it's just created a channel for me. And now I'm able to do a lot more. So it tells me what I've actually done. I can browse the videos I've watched. I can change my channel settings. If I didn't like the name of that channel, I wanted to call it something else, I could create a username. I could put a picture up here. So in channel settings, you can do a little bit of tweaking to make your channel page look a bit easier. So you can put a background image, which would be across here as the at the top. Choosing colour, so I'll have that colour, and accept. Information settings, so you could you could do a little bit more there, fill in the description, create your profile. So if you actually haven't got a Google profile, then you could go into edit, because I've signed up as a new user. I actually haven't filled in any of this information for my Google profile. So you could do that, not compulsory to. Tabs. So in your channel, in your feed, you can share your YouTube activity on your YouTube channel. So every time you like a video or subscribe to one or comment on one, that would go into your channel. Done editing. But other than, I mean, really all you need to do is create your channel. Now you've got it, and we can go back to the video we were looking at before about the Goodreader on the iPad, and finding it again. So it's much more difficult to find the exact video, particularly if you're doing this a few weeks apart. So I like this video. Just turn the sound off, and I want to save it as a favourite. So I now have my own channel. I can go into Add To, and I've now got the option to add it to playlists. So your favourites is a playlist that is provided for you automatically. You just have to have a channel to be able to access it, as is Watch Later. So I can add this to my favourites, into that playlist, and that is a private playlist, so nobody can see my favourites except for me, and nobody can see my Watch Later except for me. If I want to create a new playlist, say I'm looking for file management apps on the iPad, so I want to find a whole lot of videos just on that topic, and I want to create a playlist. I can make it public or private, so I'll leave it at public and create that playlist, because I don't mind if anyone else sees it. And that playlist will be here. So I could actually add, because this is a file management app, this Goodreader, I could also add it to that playlist by going into Add To, File Management Apps. I want this app to be added to that playlist so I can find it again later. If I go up to the top here, I can see my favourites, my likes, my history, my playlists. There are all the playlists there. And those are the videos in the playlists. You can edit the playlist. So any video I want, so if I'm now looking for file management app for iPad. So I have no idea what I'm looking for, so I'm doing a general search, and it will come up with a whole different variety of videos. iPad Google Docs might be one of them, so I would have a look at that. Just turn the sound off. Some of them have been monetized, so you'll get ads. You don't have to watch the whole ad. There's 25 seconds for that ad. I can now skip the ad. But that's some of them will have that. And then the video will start. So I look at that video, and if I like that video, then I want to save it in my playlists. It's coming in at HD, so it might be slower to actually load up. Starting to come in. There it is there. Gone to full screen. So if I like that one, I can add it to my playlist for file management apps. So now I can start to build up a selection of apps that are on the similar topic. And if I want to watch them, I can either go up here to my channel and look at them across here, or I can go to the guide. And they should be up here. There's my playlists. So I can click on playlist, which will give me a list of my playlists. And I've got a file management apps playlist. I have a favourite videos playlist, and there's there's 3 of the same one in there. So I'd really have to edit that playlist because there's 3 of the same video in that playlist. To edit it, and just go into the actual playlist itself and edit the playlist. The bottom up here. And I want to take out 2 of these because I've got 3 copies of the same one. Actions, remove videos from that playlist, and now I've only got the 2. The video manager will take you out of that and back to where you can see everything to do with your channel. So your channel settings, there's a quick link to it, all of your playlists, so you can get to your favorites from here, your watch later playlist. These are all playlists that you either create yourself or will create for you. From the video manager, you're also able to do a new playlist. So maybe I'm going to be looking for note-taking apps for the iPad. So I'm going to create a new playlist. I could do a description of it. So I've now got another playlist. It's got no videos in it yet because I haven't found any. So again, you just go looking, searching, note-taking. I know there is an app called Notability for the iPad. Maybe I want a tutorial on it. And once you've looked at a few of them, there's Introduction to Notability 12 minutes. Let's just turn off the sound. I can then add that to the note-taking apps playlist. So the last thing to look at is subscribing to channels. If I want to go back to the original Goodreader app that I downloaded, I can get out of this mode by either going back to my account and going to Video Manager, or I can hit the guide. Either way, it's going to get me back to Watch Later, which is my main feed page when I log in. Now I like this video here, so I'm going to go back to that one, which is the first one that I did, and turn off the sound and get rid of that. Now if I wanted to see what this person was producing, every time they do a new video, I want to be able to see it, then I can subscribe to their channel, and usually under a video you'll find a subscribe button. So I can subscribe to that video. That person has, or that channel has 59 videos with, I think it was 100 and something subscriptions. So every time there's a new, that channel uploads a new video, you will be notified by email that there is a new video in this channel, or you'll actually see it when you log into your YouTube account, because you'll see, so I've just subscribed to this channel, there's a subscription there, and now all of the actual videos that have just been uploaded very recently are starting to appear in the feed. And you won't get that many, but the more subscriptions you have, the more involved and productive and efficient your feed will be. To find a channel, that was the simple way. Find a video that you like, and if we go back to that video, if you still can't work out whether you want to subscribe or not, just turn the sound off, you could actually go into the videos and actually see what's there. So before you subscribe, go into the number of videos and have a little preview about what sort of videos this channel is uploading, and see if it's relevant to what you want to do. So there's the uploads, just a straight list of uploads by time. They're the playlists that the channel has, so you can see if the playlists are useful for you. You can see what comments people are leaving on those videos, or feed. I'm not sure what feed does. That's just what's going out into people's feeds. So before you actually make the commitment to subscribe, you can do that. And let's go back where we were. We'll be here. So you can subscribe this way. Sorry, sound again. Subscribe that way, or you can go back into your main channel and look at, I'll go to watch later, and look for a channel. You can browse a channel and look for a subscription. You can manage your subscriptions when you actually find them. So if I went to browse channels, and it gives you a sort of a general genre type. So if I'm looking for animation channels or beauty and fashion, etc., etc., let's just whiz down here to technology channels. Tech. So there are 41 channels in the tech. And if you were looking at tutorials on how to do things and how to use software, then you might pick a technology channel. They're the number of subscribers, so it's 1 million subscribers to that one and 537,000. You can subscribe to it straight from here. and they take a bit of looking at. And CNET TV is one that I like to subscribe to because it gives you new products, new technologies. If you know of a channel, so now I've got two. So if I go back into my What to Watch, my feed, I've now got some CNET TV videos. I've got some of my videos, the other channel I subscribe to, and you start to get an idea about all the new videos that are coming. You can manage your subscriptions by going in here and unsubscribing. So if I didn't want to be in CNET TV, I could select it and unsubscribe. I could change what I want to be notified about, show only the uploads in the field, email me with the new uploads, so you can manage it from that way. If you know of a channel, so I'll go back to Browse Channels, and I know there is a good one on tutorials called GCF Learn Free. Just tutorials on all aspects of technology. So I know the name of a channel, I can type it in there and search for it and subscribe to it. And now it's added to my subscriptions. Then I can go into that channel, into the subscriptions, and now I've got GFC a video. So it's just giving me the latest uploads. If I actually wanted to see all of the channel, I could go and look at View Channel. And from there I can look at all the different playlists that channel has, and I can access that straight from there. I don't have to just wait for the new uploads. And let's go back. It also gives you similar channels. So there's some featured channels. They're the ones that YouTube wants to get you to subscribe to. But these are related channels according to what you've already subscribed to. So it thinks that I might like Microsoft Office 2010, so I could just subscribe to it and then manage the subscriptions from here. So you've got a link to see here. What are my subscriptions? So I can see all of the all activity or just what they've recently uploaded. But it just starts to broaden out what you can use YouTube for. There is a lot more subscriptions and a lot of channels. There's a lot around. Browsing the channels, if you're really not sure what you want, you've got the different genres that you can go through. So if you're looking for a channel on beauty and fashion, there's 37 channels that are featured there. And you can just go and look at each one. You can preview the channel, or you can actually subscribe to it. Then what you see up in your account settings, also you can get to your subscriptions. The video manager, you're going to see everything there, your channel itself. So this is your channel page. So once you start, if you want to upload your own videos, so you take in with the camera, with an iPad, and you post them to your YouTube channel, you're going to be uploading them from here. So I can go into upload and find a video from my finder and drag it in too. So let's look for something, look for a movie, a small movie. And it doesn't have to be MP4. So I might take this one, cat one, and drag it into here. And it's now going to upload that video to YouTube. And you can change all these details, and you should, particularly if you start doing your own videos, you want to tag it so people can find it. Put in a category. You know, what is it? It's just entertainment. It's public. If I didn't want anyone else to see it, so if it was family videos, I'd make it private so nobody will see that. But those I give the link to, and it's sort of telling you how long to go and where you'll be able to see it. So it's just about done. So it's ready. I can actually go into my video manager, and that video is there. It's still finishing off its processing. I've made it private, so no one will be able to see it except for the people I give the link to. So I can select it, and then I can make it public because I want to be able to other people to find it. So I'm going to go into my video manager. They're my uploads, the ones I've uploaded. Everything else, I've only uploaded one video, but everything else I've found other people. So I've got 2 playlists that I've added videos into. I've got a favourite, something I've added to the favourite, to the watch later. And anything you want to remove, you just select it, and then select it, and then you have options up here that you can remove it or tag it or do whatever you want with it. The next video we'll have a look at YouTube for the mobile device. So we'll look at YouTube on the iPad, which is slightly different, but before you start to use YouTube on the iPad, you really need to have set up your channel and all your settings on the desktop version. So part 2, mobile version.